What's up, QC fam? It is Queen Chef, author, healer,
Yes,
and I'm
please.
taking you guys on a Sam's Club trip today. Here is my sunshine helping me out with this cart. So today I am just grabbing some things, some filler items for a job we are doing. So we are out here in the store making it happen. Today also happens to be a weekend. Normally I shop during the week, but I had a free Saturday, so I took advantage of that. So we're in here. It's kind of busy, as you guys can see. So I'm starting right here at the front of Sam's Club. I always usually get caught up in that front area, seeing what they have on sale or what they have that's probably not on sale, but my son waving right there. He's trying to get out in my videos. But like I said, it's pretty busy. Busier than I like, I'll say that. But I always get caught up with the gadgets and gadgets. I love to see all the new, if there are any new ones, different kitchen items, different kitchen appliances. I always get caught up right here. Nothing I need is over here, but I just have to go look. I cannot refrain. I also noticed these bottles here that were like, I wanted an excuse to get them so bad. So I looked at my son. I'm like, oh, you already have a water bottle for school? He's like, yeah, I already got one. I'm like, dang, now I don't really have no reason to get them. But it was like 3 of them for $15. So I really wanted it. But anyway, moving on, we're heading over to the area to get the things I need, like my aluminum pans, my sternos, different things like that. I'm grabbing those from here. This is usually the best place to get them, in my opinion, because I can get all that I need at once. I get those 6-hour sternos, those large aluminum pans. They always have the pans and the lids. So I'm grabbing some of those. I always need those for like catering, because you transport your hot foods in them for the most part. And then once you get where you're going, you kind of set it up, make it look nice, make it look pretty. But you have to have something with a good lid and that's good and sturdy to transport in. So here I am over here. This has nothing to do with catering, but I love me some sparkling water. I'm not supposed to be drinking it at all, but I haven't been able to put those down 100%. I've eased up a lot on them, but I still love them, so I have to have one occasionally. Here are these water people. They got me the last time I was in here, y'all, so I already have one of those water things at home, which wasn't a bad idea, because with the hurricane season happening in Florida, the extra water plus the water machine, this fountain, is always good. My son loves these. He was trying to convince me to buy these prime powder drinks to add to the water, but I didn't like it. I don't know, for some reason it was just something I didn't like about it, so I didn't get those. We did taste it. As you can see, I wasn't all that pleased with it, and they were on sale, but I was just like, I need to do a little bit more research about those.
No calories, no sugar, no carbs.
So these I also got caught up with. These allegedly healthy energy drinks over here. I stood here for a while letting him explain to me what they are, what's in them, how they are natural. He even pulled out some literature, started trying to explain it all to me. And I listened, so I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I have,
yes, that's fine.
I get B12 shots because of the surgery, which is also the reason I'm not supposed to be drinking sparkling drinks. But there are times when either I have to be on the road, and I would normally, like before my surgery, I would drink Monsters, but I'm really trying to be better after this surgery and keep it up. So I went ahead and got those because they're allegedly healthier, made from natural ingredients. So we are moving on to the frozen section. I'm grabbing some meatballs. We already have our chicken wings.
Check my list.
And now I'm going to check my list, because I have to do that periodically. So I'm checking my other phone, checking out my list, seeing what else I need to get from here. I always have to do multiple locations, because some things you'll get from Sam's Club that are okay as far as food items, and then some things you cannot. Like
Leroy has to go to the bathroom, so I'm taking over the carts. How y'all doing? Sam's is really like an adventure, especially on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of days. It's an adventure in here. Gonna get some cheese for my mac and cheese. I don't like pushing the cart. I mean, I don't mind, but I don't like it either. Gonna get my cheeses for my mac, my sharp cheddar, my mixed cheese. Both of those for my mac and cheese. I already have mozzarella. Remember, if y'all watch my shorts about mac and cheese, then you know I've already told you guys you always want to split your cheeses. At least have one of them be one that you shred yourself, because the cheeses in the bag, they have things on them to like keep them separated, keep them apart. So you want to, you know, so they don't stick together in the bag. That's how they keep them from doing that, because the cheese that you shred yourself, they would all like clump together, stick together, no matter what. So that's also what causes your macaroni to separate and your sauce to not be as smooth and cheesy as it could be, because it has chemicals on it. So I always try to, at least I get one block of like whatever cheeses I'm deciding to use for that particular event, or if it's a certain type of mac I'm making, at least one out of the 3 that I use are going to be one that I shredded myself. So I always get like a block of cheddar, or sometimes I'll get the Kobe Jack block. So yeah, gonna get some butter. Butter is doing better, y'all. Butter done came back, because I remember at the height of COVID, this same block or 4 pounds for $11 now was like $16, almost $17. I want to say the highest I've seen it was like $16.52. Like, it's a lot, girl. Sour cream for mac and cheese. Look at y'all getting my mac and cheese recipe while I'm in this store. Let me find out y'all sneaking recipes during my shopping video. Get some milk. Whole milk, of course, for mac and cheese. Now, depending on what type of mac I'm making, look at me. I just can't help but to teach. I just can't help it. Depending on what kind of mac I'm making, I'll do whole milk, or there's one recipe I have where I use evaporated milk, the canned milk, and it's just old school. It's just traditional. It's just the bee's knees, child. Okay, that's all I need for dairy. So now I'm gonna get my veggies. We have some jerk chicken going with in one of my stations. So I'm gonna make sure I get my tricolored peppers. We don't have any salad or anything with this particular party. This is a sweet 16, so no salad or nothing, because you know I always like to tell when I do have a salad, I love to. And this is one way, it's another tip, because I know these videos, these shopping videos, I don't really care to do them, but these are going to be for the people who also want to do what I do or do something similar or whatever. One tip I always try to give is, and you will hear it, you have heard it if you've watched my cooking videos, like mixing up your colors. People eat with their eyes. So whenever I do a salad, you don't even see me buy, you like rarely ever see me buy all red cherry tomatoes again, and not ever. Because why? Because they have the gourmet tricolored ones, and it's pretty. It's pretty, and it's one of the best ways to like really jazz up a salad, you know what I mean, and to unbland a salad. So it's one of my little secrets, one of my little tricks that I use. Always just incorporate as many colors as possible, and then I always take the season into account. So you know, I try to do, if it's winter or like summer, so that's perfect for summer, all those colors. I would still do it for a winter salad, but I may try to go more with like radishes, arugula, different other colors. So what would I put with a radish? A radish and cucumber mix on top of a salad. Green and that pink, and that's a good springtime, winter, that time of year type of salad. That January up in there. Yeah. So that's also why I incorporated seasonal menus into my I'm just standing here talking out in the middle of the store. That's also why I incorporated seasonal menus into my catering business. Because we used to just do like, you know, tell me whatever. Now I incorporate seasonal menus because it goes so much better with people's ambiance too. And the more and more weddings that I get and do, no problem. The more and more weddings that I get and do, it just makes sense, and you're able to better match your ambiance with that of the venue, or with that of the style that they've already chosen. Because you don't want to book a wedding and then you come in there like completely not matching the vibe at all. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. So anyway, let's continue this shopping trip, y'all. Because I gotta get out of this store, get this stuff to the prep kitchen, and then I have to be up early with my prep assistant to cook everything for tomorrow evening. So let me stop talking. Leroy's back, so I'm gonna give him the camera. I'm gonna give him this cart back, and we gonna shop. So let's go.
So we moved over here to the fresh meat section. Now I actually love these little sliders, and they are a better quality of beef than the regular ground beef. So, but they started recently like selling them already pre-rolled for you, pre-mashed and everything. So I love that because it gives my sliders a uniform look. So I grabbed some of those. I'm looking at this ground beef, just checking out the prices. I remember when COVID got real high, y'all. Like ground beef went through the roof. No, beef period went through the roof. It was crazy. That's when the price of oxtails went crazy, and they still haven't come down. But anyway, moving on to the bread. Now we are looking for our slider buns. One thing I also love now, Sam's did not used to have these bakery edition of the slider buns, but now they have the ones straight from the bakery. And I could not be more happy because I love these little brioche buns. So now I am looking for some street tacos. I circled this section for so long, like feeling like I had to be overlooking it. But nope, they didn't have them. The only street taco size they had were these low carb ones. And I wasn't familiar with them, so I didn't want to take any chances. So I left them there. I made a little pit stop over here to bag up my fresh meats just to prevent any leaking or anything like that in transport. So I'm just separating like certain things, separating my sliders and my shrimp and all that, putting them, I don't want them leaking on any of my fresh foods. Just as we was getting ready to head out, my son got my attention, said his dad was here, so he is headed out. I told him bye, gave him the kids, told him go enjoy his day with his dad. So they're headed out. It's me again.
All right, y'all. I have to push the cart, so you got me back. Turn that on, my battery saver, because per usual, my phone is dying. It would not be normal if it wasn't. So I just forgot a few things. This is why I do my final scan. I check my list. I go through my last few things. So doing my final scan for things that I may have forgotten or things that I may have forgotten or other things that I want. So one of the things that I did forget was my rice, and I'm going back for just to check out some of the sauces. I mean, I pretty much know what Sam's carries because in here all the time. I'm going to grab some of this parsley in here all the time, so I pretty much know the sauces that they carry. But I just, want to randomly, I occasionally like to check and see if they have anything new, anything different. Occasionally you find some good little stuff that's not normally here, so, or you find out about a new brand or something that may have just gotten introduced. So I'm gonna do that, go look at the sauces. But other than that, I am pretty much done in here. So in Sam's is like, it's a bulk store. You buy in bulk. It's usually like for larger families, or like I said, I come here for some things. Some things I'll get from here, some things I won't. Some things I'll only get from Restaurant Depot when it's for catering. But yeah, for the most part, I'm trying to decide if I want this cheese as well. But for the most part, I just try to get as much as I can from the larger stores, and then you supplement things with like other stores. So like most sauces, salad dressings, things when I don't need huge amounts. So this is a smaller event. This is a 50-person event. But when I don't need like the really big amounts, what I'll do is I was looking at salsa. So I'm looking at salsa, but because I'm doing pico de gallo for this taco bar, I'm not gonna do the salsa. I'm gonna have a pico de gallo, and then the fresh pico de gallo that I make, and then I'm gonna have the what is it? And then like a taco sauce. So I'll still do a sauce. I have these little mini jars. I'm gonna put them in. It's so cute. I love it. So I'm gonna do that. But like I was saying, like for something like this, so like if I didn't need ketchup, you have to go to Walmart and supplement because but this isn't a 100-person event or a 150-person event. So there's no reason I would need this ketchup, for something for 50 people, unless it was like chicken and fries, hot dogs or burgers and fries, like the picnic I did a couple weeks ago. So that being said, I'm gonna wrap this trip up after I look at the sauces, see what's new in here. If I find anything new, I'm gonna turn this recorder back on and show y'all. But if not, other than that, I'm done in here, guys. So told y'all I'll show y'all if I find anything interesting. So this is dill pickle hot sauce. That caught my eye because I love hot sauce and I love pickles, and that is like actually how I come up with new ideas for recipes, because a lot of times I will see something and I'm like, so my first thought was like, dang, I wonder if that'll be good on wings. I can make a new wing flavor with that. So that's how I be in here thinking, y'all. That's why sometimes I just browse even when I'm done, just to see if I can find anything to help me get or be even more creative. So that's it. Just wanted y'all to see that part.
You just gonna go in there?
No, those are the meat bags.
Oops, so I left that little interaction in there so y'all can hear. I don't know if y'all heard her, but she was asking about the bags that I have the meat in. And girl, she had a little attitude because I had them in bags. I mean, I know it's a little hassle to try to scan them in bags, but that's what the bags are for. Okay? Anyway, I'm spent almost $400 in here today getting some things, and that is not even the complete haul, but we got it done. We got a good amount of what we needed. Headed out, gonna pack up, transport this stuff where it needs to go, and that about wraps this up.
Muy caliente. Hot as hell. And that just about wraps this thing up, y'all.